Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another UFC video, and in today's video we're talking about UFC 166. You know what I find funny? A lot of times the fighter that talks the most crap gets dominated. Look at GSP versus BJ Penn. When BJ Penn talked all that crap, look what happened to him. He got dominated by GSP. Daniel Cormier versus Roy Nelson. I'm going to break down the fights. And I think Daniel Cormier impressed me. I haven't really seen him fight other than him fighting against Frank Mir, and he didn't really show that much in that fight. And when you look at what he's capable of doing, he's a great wrestler, Olympic level. He's a decent striker. Will he be able to take Roy Nelson down and ground and pound him? I don't know, because Roy Nelson is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He doesn't show his Jiu-Jitsu all that often, but he has submitted Frank Mir in a Jiu-Jitsu tournament. So you got to give Roy Nelson the credit where Roy Nelson deserves. And Roy Nelson can take a hell of a punch. People like Junior Dos Santos couldn't knock him out. So I'm going with Roy Nelson by decision. Then you got Gilbert Melendez versus Diego Sanchez. And the last time Diego fought at 155 was when he fought against BJ Penn. And BJ Penn really beat him. The only downfall I see with Diego's game is his stand-up. He's more robotic in his stand-up. You know, a normal boxer, they throw punches like this. He's more like a sock'em, rock'em robot. But you gotta look at Gilbert Melendez. He's a very great wrestler, very good stamina. A lot of people said he beat Benson Henderson. You could question that and say he did beat him or he didn't. He was the Strikeforce lightweight champion for many, many years, defended his title, 4 or 5 times. The dude is a beast. He has the cardio. Will he be able to match the wrestling of a Diego Sanchez? That is to be saying. They're both great wrestlers. Who has more heart and determination to win this fight? I really don't know. I think it's going to be a very close fight going to a decision, and I picked Diego Sanchez for the win, but I won't be surprised if Diego loses that fight. So, and just got done watching the UFC Junior Dos Santos versus Cain Velasquez Primetime Episode 3. And I honestly gotta say, Junior Dos Santos sounds very, very cocky. And he sounds like he's over cocky. And I think that's going to cost him in this fight. I think Cain Velasquez has very great wrestling. I really find it funny that Cain dominated Junior Dos Santos for 5 rounds, busted his face up, made him look like crap. But Junior Dos Santos is always saying in this fight, you hit like a girl. I knocked you out in the first fight, very simple. But wasn't Cain in the very first fight coming off an injury after he came back? And yes, honestly, we have seen Junior Dos Santos in the past use some sort of wrestling, but his wrestling is not up to par of what Cain Velasquez has done. Cain's been wrestling since, probably high school, and Junior Dos Santos maybe been wrestling maybe a couple years. If you take a high-level striker and you put him up against somebody who's been striking like a couple months or a year, that dude's going to get bombed on. Let's say you take somebody who's been boxing for 6 months up against Floyd Money Mayweather, and in a sparring match, Floyd would dominate him. And you think it's funny that Junior Dos Santos says he can hang and probably beat a Klitschko, one of the Klitschko brothers, in a professional boxing match? That's funny. I don't think Junior Dos Santos boxing is elite level, but it's great for MMA. And if you take both of these fighters and what they're capable of doing, Junior is not known for being a very cardiovascular machine, having the gas tank to last 5 rounds. You seen what he did last time. He was getting bombed on, gassed out, because Cain Velasquez was one of those type of fighters who go in, punching, shoot for a takedown, stand up, start swinging. He reminds me somewhat of GSP. GSP does this very well. Once the fighter thinks you're striking, he's taking you down. Once the guy thinks you're going to shoot in and take you down, he's throwing punches and bunches. But if Cain Velasquez gets punched with a big uppercut or a straight punch by Junior Dos Santos, I think Junior Dos Santos will win this fight. But I think it's going to go at least 4 rounds and be a very high competitive match. Back and forth, back and forth. Will I think Cain Velasquez will win this fight? I definitely think he'll win this fight, because if you look at some of the people that Junior Dos Santos is training with, or maybe it's just the way the show was produced, the dude looks like he's training with some sort of bums. and he's not training with elite level fighters like Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez is training like Daniel Cormier. I think he's still fighting with John Fitch. So he's fighting and training with a lot of top dudes. And what is the top dude that Junior is training with? There's a difference when you train with top level guys and not top level guys. Cain Velasquez for the win all day, every day. Thanks for watching and enjoying this video. Who do you think is going to win in the comment section?